What's poppin', y'all? We back. So as y'all know, transmission and engine is installed. Got the C-Mac kit bolted up over here. So came with the new line. Take this piece of shit one off, put the new line on. Then I can put the turbo kit on. Make sure everything fits as it should. Plug everything in and hopefully it fires right up. Looking extra spiff. Right? Yeah. Now we're like this close, man. Like we were like this close, now we're like this close, man. So I finally got the fuel pump wired up to the battery. Turn that on. We got fuel pressure, no leaks. Haven't tried to start it yet because one, there's no oil, and two, we're not done yet. Getting into that, once I got the engine bay painted, obviously, and I put the engine and the transmission back together, I had to put the turbo kit back on to make sure that everything fit. And I'm gonna make a little bracket here. I'll show you. So pretty much this is gonna go on the factory inlet. I'm actually gonna bolt it to the header. There's a 10 mil, so I'm gonna just weld this right to the pipe and then drill a hole and put that there. So once I get that tacked on, we're gonna know how the turbo kit lays out, because I don't want this to get all welded up and then that is gonna be offset or something's just gonna happen. But it's looking good right now. I finally got the right fucking couplers because kind of got dicked. These are not 2.5 inch throttle bodies. Little did I know they were 2.75 inch. So, but this was 2.5 inch for each side. So I had to get different size couplers for the bottom two, different size for the intercooler, and then this is just a 3-inch one right here. But everything seems to fit. I mean, pretty good. It's all a little tight, like shake the whole fucking car with that thing. And it's touching on the engine bay a little bit right here, but I think it'll be okay. So the next step is to yet again take the turbo kit back off to weld the V-band at the bottom and then one of the welds in between the two, kind of on the curve. And then once that's done, it's officially all welded up. Can put it back on the car. This fucking bracket can get taken off so I can put the turbo blanket on. And then yeah, she'll be ready for first startup. Just have to put the radiator back in, the hoses, obviously the fans, you know, tighten everything up. Shit, I also forgot, I gotta drill the holes actually for the wastegates to mount onto and weld those up. But that's just 2 more welds. Nothing more, nothing less. And then I'm trying to get this thing done, man. Trust me, like, I've been missing this fucking car. It's been week after week after week of just trying to get it done. I wasn't even gonna paint the engine bay. I wanted to, but you know, at second thought I was like, fuck, you know, that would prevent me having to pull the engine and transmission back out just to paint it. So I was ready to just keep everything in and get it done. But then, you know, at the same token, it does look a lot better, especially in my opinion. For a rattle can job, I cannot complain. And the fact that it matches the turbo and the turbo guard matches the paint, like, it just all flows together. The gold, the black makes the white pop more. Like, if you told me I'd have this 5 years ago, I'd have laughed at you and definitely would have not believed you. That's for sure. All right, I'm just yapping on, but yeah, man, I'll pick the camera up sooner than later so we can get everything else finished. Try and get more footage of that. And yeah, she'll be ready to first turn on. So hopefully we'll get that in this video, man.
An eternity later.
Get the camera out for these hoodlums. Alright, we got the wastegate extensions with the V-bands tacked on. Now I can finally take this back off yet again so he can fully weld this up, and the other up pipe for the turbo, which is already off. And then after that, should be good to go. Alright, now that the turbo kit's off, finally got the new stainless steel line on for the clutch. The bleeder actually does open and close. I don't know how. That shit is like damn near touching the trans, but it still does work. I mean, it baffles me, but got everything on. I can finally go forward and now bleed the clutch, so that'll be ready. Just got to put the starter wire on, connect it. I'm not going to be using this, and then this extra plug is for the HR power steering rack, which I'm not going to be using because you can actually still use the DE one if you didn't know. You just got to swap out the lines. So I also took the power steering cooler off from here, kind of behind the intercooler piping. So I wanted to get this as close to the frame as possible so I have no issues rubbing to this coupler or anything. So I just found a little L bracket, kind of bolted up to the headlight bucket, go this way, so I can just tuck the lines in between the frame and the intercooler pipe. Because with this in between it like pushed this out a little bit more, and yeah, I didn't like it. So I'd rather have it like this, so it's a little better. Right? What y'all know about this? This shit lime green and smell like fucking Monster. Oh, almost a little spillage. I'm getting there, we're getting there. Gotta change out the AC line. I thought I could use this one, but I gotta use the HR one, so gotta swap that out on the condenser. And then I fucked up taking it off the donor car, but the back one, I think it's the high side, I believe, that goes to this one right here. The DE is a one piece, so I took that out, but the HR is a two piece. I was able to salvage this one, but that one I couldn't get it off. It ended up getting all fucked up, so I'm gonna have to order it somewhere. But other than that, from that piece, then I'll have AC. Just gotta connect a couple coolant hoses, put the hose clamps on, and then I can fill it up, check for leaks before we start it. Hook this up, hold that there, maps are plugged in. Alright. Well, you know that chime. Got fuel pressure to the floor. Well, it indeed ran, and it held at 60 psi while it was running. Yeah, it did, yeah. No leaks. It was at 60. So she runs, I timed it right. Oh, you recording, dude?
Yup.
No Y plates, you just gotta go straight to the turn ski. We're getting it. Gonna be okay?
Is that straight?
I guess. You ready to see some dimes?
We'll see.
With like no gas? Look, no gas. Let me get comfortable. There we go. There we go. Let me see it. Look at this terrible ass shit. We gonna bust it down. Watch, man. Watch. Yup, just like that. It's not that terrible. Pretty spiffy close to the drive shaft. Clears the fuel rail, or fuel line, sorry. Now I gotta put the turbo kit on to figure out how it goes through here and then to the back of the turb ski.
Get up in there.
I think it fits pretty good. In between the diff and stuff like that's close in the drive shaft. But yeah, got the zip tie on to hold it up. Next thing I need to do is get a muffler so I can hang it up to here so this thing will actually hold by itself. And then after I put the turbo kit on, I can figure out how I'm gonna clear it between 180 and the fuel line right here to get it to come through. Yo, what up, Custer?
Yo, how's the pump?
Also got the radiator and the fans in. Coolant hose on. Need to put the other one on. Yeah, everything's getting fucking there, man. Looking pretty stiff. Gotta put some bolts here. Everything else is tight. Headlight buckets. Shit, the whole car. And she does run. It does run. Start it up. Out of putting this whole fucking thing together, this hose clamp down here is the only thing that's kicking my ass. Everything else is almost on. Got the other hose now on, and then filled up with coolant. See if that water pump is good or any leaks. All right. Now I got all the lines hooked up. Everything's tight. It's a little crooked, but I think it'll be okay. I mean, it's not like completely fucking sideways. Got the zip tie here. For the expansion tank, since we're not going to be running it, I just threw a screw in there with the factory bracket that comes on the power steering pump. So it should be good. Should be enough to bleed it at least. Might have to like lower this line and zip tie it. But yeah, I don't really care too much about how that looks. And then I just have to figure out the overflow situation. I'll probably use like a bottle or something stupid. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Something simple, something easy. That's my strategy. Looks like we're not leaking underneath. I did have one, the hose clamp for the factory one, the fucking stupid pinch clamps. That shit didn't work. I had just put one with an 8 mil on it. Filled 2 jugs up. Should be good. She's filled up. Now we gotta start it up and bleed it. Can't really do that until I get it all back together though. Come on, let's see if he gets it. Make sure these bitches work. Hit the horn. Hit it. Hit it. Alright. Also got the clutch blood. She got pressure. It honestly feels OEM for being a stage 4. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. But now we're good. I'll always be forgetting the outro, but yeah, man. I mean, she did run, so I didn't lie. I mean, I got the fucking car started in this video, but we got to get the turbo on and everything back together, so, you know, she can get that first start up, get some heat, drive around, and then get tuned and get dialed in. So, yeah, man. About to hit the Wawa, get some grub. You know, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Y'all stay safe. Peace.